You frail mortals cannot stop me.
Where am I? The hunt begins again.
Who has disturbed my slumber?
This is my realm.
The Phantoms have returned.
Lunariatus, swift action is needed. Wind has failed me. Now where? Only Lunord can break the winds. The winds blow good fortune. Give me speed, Lunord. The Wind Lord blesses me. Your defeat shall be swift. An ill wind blows near. Lunord hides our fate in the winds. I can outrun the winds.
Here comes trouble! Yarg! Who wants to fight? Sleeping on leaves hurt! Me want waterbed! This is mine now! I'll be back! Brawl makes me stronger! For the glory of Chrome! Get ready to rumble! I am Chrome's champion!
What a pretty flag! Pretty bright light. What pretty flowers! Loincloths riding up. I always wanted one of these. I think. Run. Ooh, pretty star. Wickety whack. Oh. Furvis. Here, kitty. 3 cheers for Furvis. My soul is replenished.
More work to do. There's no fixing this. To build or to bash. My wife's beard is even more attractive. A fine piece of work. If I had my good hammer, you'd be sorry. Hard work is its own reward. This hammer bashes heads, too. Not now. I've got work to do. Ho diddly hey, diddly ho, diddly ho. I just keep getting better at this.
This'll be a quick bit of gold. No fun at all. Where's the action? I'm looking good. Exquisite. Victory's not in the cards. Refreshing. You're a menace. A threat. Long live the elves. I feel good.
It's done, Majesty. We're on the road to building a bright future for the kingdom. Your mother, the late queen, would be very proud of your accomplishment. The bell, book, and candle are back in their rightful place. We also found the thief who stole them from the castle, a rogue identified as Cherrick of Keldern. Unfortunately, he escaped while being returned to the castle. With a 15,000 gold piece reward on his head, I'm sure he'll think long and hard before returning to our kingdom. The chalice is here, Majesty. It is the most wondrous thing. One can feel its energies by just holding it. It gives off a penetrating warmth. There is no doubt it will put an end to your illness. Here, drink deeply from it, Highness, and be cured. Majesty, one can feel your subjects' rising spirits since the recovery of the crown. Your servants have transformed that tarnished artifact into a gleaming prize. The villagers are already lining up at the gates, hoping to get a peek at this revered relic. There is no doubt that it will serve as an inspiring touchstone for your rule. With the downfall of the Witch King, life's energy flows back to your people. The streets are once again alive, and the kingdom thriving. It is done, Your Highness. The heavens are again at peace. Though this victory cost us dearly, we have averted a holocaust that would surely have destroyed all of Ardania. We may now rest and rebuild for the challenges that fate doubtlessly has planned for our future. You did it, Majesty! Once that vile creature was given the gold, he vanished in a puff of foul green smoke. Again. All in attendance felt compelled to immediately wash the stench from their clothes. May that repellent manifestation never again threaten our kingdom. At last, Vendral is dead. Julek's prophecy is complete. Ardania's wisest mind shall unite its strongest bodies, and, with magic forged steel, forever rid our skies of the winged death. Majesty, I bear glorious news! The magic sword rested exactly where Tarsival had predicted. This artifact sings with mystic energies. It's truly a marvel. Your son is returned to you, Your Highness. Though we were unable to catch the nefarious elven kidnappers, the new head of the palace guard promises that such an intolerable breach of security will never occur again. Rest well, my liege. Your family is safe at last. You've eliminated the last of the raiders threatening the kingdom. Our settlement is safe thanks to the valiant efforts of your heroes. With your continued leadership, the prospects for our future are indeed bright. The horrific incursions have ceased, Majesty. Children may once again play in the streets and nearby meadows. Hunters and peasants may carry out their work without fear. May the bright blessings of the gods continue to shine on your wise rule. The day is yours, Majesty! The palace guards report there are no goblin settlements as far as the eye can see. While many lives were lost, our kingdom is safe once again. The Goblin King will think twice before trying another such futile assault. A costly battle, Your Highness, but a battle well fought. None knew the true power of the Lich Queen until we'd forced her from her lair. Given that, this has been an outstanding day. There'd be more celebrating if everyone weren't so exhausted. You've done well during this troubled time, Majesty. Majesty, your heroes have returned the Prince of Valmorgan to his kingdom. A caravan from the Queen of Valmorgan now waits at our gates. The treasures it carries are most glorious to behold, but more important is this brief note from the Queen herself. She writes, "My thanks for the recovery of my son goes beyond any material reward I could offer. Your compassionate leadership is an inspiration to all of Ardania. The ring has saved us all, Majesty. As your heroes carried the relic back into town, it was as if a deep winter snow had instantly lifted. The town literally sprang to life. Once again, your enlightened leadership has led us to safety. Our people are freed, and the Earl Shek is dead. Vim the Hunter had offered to stuff and mount that insidious beast for display in your trophy room, but its body decayed at an alarming rate, leaving a caustic ooze. May this terrible presence never again threaten our people. We will be vigilant, Your Highness. I am truly humbled by your success, Majesty. With this talisman by your throne, your subjects will use your name with newfound reverence. As the 7 sections of Brashnard's sphere were brought together, the release of energy made every living thing within a mile flash with a bright blue inner glow. All those affected were cured of any and all ailments. It was most remarkable. Majesty, the curse of stupidity has been lifted from our people. Our land is...
Good said, Drevin. Let's ride the catapult one more time, please.
The curse is starting to lift, and most people have regained their intellect. Once we pluck all the palace guards from the surrounding trees and wheel the siege weapons back in storage, all should be well. Do not despair, Your Majesty. Though this swampy region has yet to be transformed into a comfortable abode, I'm sure we can fulfill your mother's dream. I suggest we start small and figure out a way to productively use more of this swampy ground. Perhaps building a festive fairground in the middle of this desolate quagmire will be sufficient proof of your achievement and ability. Forgive the intrusion, Highness, but we've been robbed! Someone has stolen the magic bell, the holy book, and the eternal candle. Right from under our noses, they were whisked away from the royal treasury by some scoundrel. We must do something to recover them. They are treasures beyond value. Your Majesty's recent illness has taken its toll on the people. Their grief for your suffering only increases with sad news that your condition does not improve. It should now be clear to all that dark magics fuel this insidious ailment. I would not disturb your rest were it not for some hopeful news. The trusted old wizard Rezenthel told me of a relic, a chalice, containing incredible healing power. It is hidden somewhere in the realm. I implore you to send your heroes scouring the land in search of this holy chalice. It may be the only thing which can put an end to your illness. An enlightening discovery, Your Highness. The crown of Sidrian, the long-lost symbol of your family's power, has been located. It's being held in an evil fortress on the frontier. The recent waves of monster attacks have left your people dispirited. Reclaiming this item would doubtlessly boost your subjects' faith and renew the support of your family's house. I greatly urge you to take advantage of this unexpected opportunity. A curse afflicts the land, Your Majesty, sapping your loyal subjects of their strength.
Few have even the strength to leave their houses.
A single warrior from the local guild remains mobile. He offers his services in finding a cure to this debilitating bane.
I recommend you take him up on the offer.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really must lie down. Corruption blossoms from the earth. Hordes of the underworld are springing up to ravage the land. Surely this plague of evil is a sign of sickness in the heavens. The gods are at war, and we are all in danger. The realm must be defended from this sweeping chaos. Though mortal strength seems a fragile deterrent, you must call forth all possible might to reckon with these ultimate manifestations of all things foul and pestilent.
Mighty leader, forgive this intrusion, but a terrible presence has visited our castle. A demon! He claims he's here to collect on a debt owed to him by your mother. Can this be true?
Since we were unable to immediately deliver the requested bounty, he said he'd return later for triple the amount of gold, or he'd curse the entire village. He then vanished in a cloud of foul-smelling green smoke. Your Majesty, I hope you have a plan. Something must be done before he returns.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Majesty, but you must awaken. The day that Julek the prophet spoke of is upon us.
The mighty dragon, Vendral, has awakened from his 1,000-year slumber in the mountains of doom and is attacking the realm.
There is little time. You must recruit forces to find the weapons that will help destroy this threat
before the kingdom becomes a scorched, barren waste. Send heroes to find the sword of
Byron the Dragon Smiter. This manner of blade is the only known weapon that may cleave Vendral's hide.
Your Majesty, I bear news of great import.
Using his crystals and ethereal energies, the old wizard Tarsival has divined the destiny of your kingdom.
His vision in such matters is usually quite clear, so I urge you to respect his forecast. The wizard claimed to see an ancient tomb forgotten by all. It is rediscovered and visited by many heroes.
One eventually recovered a magic sword that rests within. Tarsival insists that for the good of the land, this event must come to pass. Majesty, it grieves me to be the bearer of such intolerable news.
An elvish miscreant has just left the castle. He came to deliver the message that his disreputable
brethren have taken your son hostage. Apparently, they see only the size of your treasury,
not the depth of your skilled leadership. These foul opportunists demand you pay a ransom,
or they say you'll never again see your son alive. How shall we deal with this elvish impudence, my liege?
It honors me to counsel one so wise.
Your forebears would be truly proud of the prosperity you've fostered in this land.
This region has become rich and pleasant to dwell in, thanks to your recent land acquisition.
It is wonderful that the former baron traded it for only 150 head of cattle. However, such prosperity does not go without notice. Rumors have reached the castle walls that there are many who seek to claim this idyllic setting for themselves. You must be on guard against any such marauders. My liege, while this land holds great promise, I should point out that there is much that requires your immediate attention. Our town is still beset by the marauding monsters who lurk in this forsaken land. We will only know true prosperity when these interlopers are kept at bay. It's in your best interest to employ the services of a variety of heroes. With their skills and the blessings of the gods, we may be able to safeguard this community. Dreadful news!
Scouts from the frontier report that goblins have been seen heading this way in massive numbers. We must stem this dark tide before they overrun and utterly destroy the kingdom. I suggest you put out a call for heroes, as many as we can muster, to protect our village and keep this vile swarm at bay. I implore you to act quickly. The most recent sightings were not far from the village, and we are ill-prepared for such an invasion. Majesty, I'm here with the latest report from the Chief Tax Collector. He reports that the fiscal quarter will soon be ending, and the Treasury reports a deficit of
You dare interfere with the plans of the Lich Queen? Your meddling presence has been like a thorn in my side. I will soon remove you and your sorry heroes permanently.
Such outlays could damage income potential if not properly balanced against spending in other areas. Your Highness, did you hear what I was saying? This morning, while cleaning out the royal courier pigeon roost, a servant noticed an unfamiliar bird. Attached to its leg was a message. It reads, "I am trapped in the tower of an evil wizard. Please, please, please rescue me. My mother, the Queen of Val Morgan, will richly reward you." Scouts confirm that the young Prince of Val Morgan recently vanished while on a hunting trip. The reward and goodwill generated by this rescue would do our kingdom well. Majesty, I fear my vision grows alarmingly dim. The dark plague which grips our land does not respect the boundaries of these castle walls. This epidemic sweeps through our land, leeching away the very life from your royal subjects. Our best doctors seem unable to slow the pace of this dread disease. Before slipping into unconsciousness, the mighty wizard Rezenthal insisted that there was only one way to halt this affliction. You must recover the Ring of Healing, which the legends say is located somewhere in Ardania. Please, Your Majesty, act with greatest haste. Disturbing rumors have reached my ears, Majesty. There are many reports of villagers gone missing near the edge of town. Fearful whispers speak of some foul creature who has been harvesting the unwitting as slaves for its diabolic schemes. Panic is beginning to well within the village. Something must be done, Your Highness, or we face a grave crisis. I suggest you initiate efforts to recover these people and to rid the land of this frightful menace. Do I understand that Your Highness seeks Brashnard's ultimate sphere of power? Possession of that legendary artifact would certainly lend authority to your rule. As you surely recall, the sphere was broken into 7 sections which were scattered to the far reaches of the land. A great number of heroes must be summoned in order to scour the realm for these lost shards. By your authority, let this bold undertaking commence. Majesty, it is not this humble servant's place to question your wise directives, but this undertaking is, well, ambitious. Can we truly succeed where countless others have failed? I humbly beg for your forgiveness for this rude intrusion, but there's an angry wizard who—
Move aside, you sniveling toad! Sovereign, I will have words with you. Under your lawless rule, one of your foolish subjects has stolen my book of spells. The value of that great tome is beyond measure. You and your realm must now pay a price for its loss. Until such a time as sufficient good deeds have been performed, I curse all the dwellers of this land to be as stupid as the dead.
Don't move! You are my prey.
You are weak.
Feel my wrath! Are you afraid to die?
I serve with pleasure.
Oh.
Thank you so much. I get to build it again? Not good enough, eh?
At last, some adventure! But I'm just a gnome. Is this gonna hurt bad? Always wanted one of these. I wasn't trying to hurt you. Hey, I'm getting better at this. Die! Now's my chance. Ho.WAV. do-de-do-de-do. I am a champion!
Get 'em, girls!
Get 'em, boys!
Halt!
In the name of the sovereign!
So, let me help. I will be reborn. Who needs my aid? Can't we all just get along? Some good could come of this. I must find a haven. Agrella smiles upon me. Agrella, forgive me. Danger is near. Let Agrella help. I can now help so many more.
Omnia. Aha! Om. Oh, oh, oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh, yo. Oh. Oh. Omnia, omenani, om. Aha.
Energies of light, I deem your mandate just. Evil has won. Doros, reveal my destiny. Doros, grant me better headgear. An item of holy significance. Doros has spared you. For now. Praise Doros! My blade is swift, your life is short. The unholy are near. The law of Doros is above all others. I am enlightened. Sosivaru. That's death's reward. At last. Crypta, what is your bidding? This game is to die for. This now belongs to Crypta. Another day, Crypta. One step closer. To oblivion. Blood for the goddess of death. Are you willing to flirt with death, pestilence, and decay? I face death with renewed strength.
Hi-ho.
Are you gonna eat that?
I'll take care of it. It's your gold.
Your Majesty, perhaps you should devote more resources to exploring. Your Highness, the elves wish to join our prosperous kingdom. Your Highness, the dwarves are offering to move into our domain. Your Majesty, perhaps it's time to collect the taxes. Majesty, a newly discovered outpost has agreed to join your kingdom. Majesty, we have declared war on an opposing kingdom. Your Majesty, hostilities with a rival kingdom have been resolved. Majesty, a rival kingdom has set a bounty. Your Majesty, the royal treasury is nearly empty. Majesty, the palace is under siege. Your Highness, if our kingdom is to prosper, it needs more heroes. Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services. Your Majesty, shall we host a tournament now? Your Highness, our research is complete. Your Highness, our research in the library is complete. Sovereign, your marketplace now serves you better. Majesty, your trading post now offers healing potions. Your Highness, we've improved the guardhouse. Your Majesty, a new building is complete. Sovereign, a building has been upgraded. Your Highness, the palace renovations are finished. Majesty, the peasants have finished the repair job. Your Majesty, your village is fully repaired. Your Highness, a new hero has joined our kingdom. Majesty, a message has arrived for you. We are victorious, Your Majesty. The day is lost, Majesty, but there's always tomorrow. Your Excellency, I offer my most humble introduction. I am Lord Ven Fairweather. I was your mother's most trusted advisor. I submit my services to you in that continued capacity.
What a delicious-looking reward. Leave my gold alone. Where's the gold? What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine. Nobody will miss this. I'm out of here. My ambition has paid off. Let's see what you've got. You won't get my gold. One day, this will all be mine. Keep it coming.
My services may help. I join the wild spirits. This trail looks recent. Maybe I could stop and ask directions. A good find. Whew, tough fight. I feel revitalized. My aim is true. An unwelcome guest. I take the path less traveled. Wild adventure builds character.
Disco blazes brightly for me. I am extinguished. Give me a sign. Ugh, those owls look so pasty. A reward from the sun goddess. Darkness has won the day. My soul blazes brighter. I'll reduce you to ashes.
Oh!
You're playing with fire. Hotter, brighter. Blessings to the phoenix.
More gold, Your Majesty.
Ah!
Did you fill out your U3-18449-Beta Z793EZ? Tax collector.
Soon you will serve me.
Dirgo! I am on the hunt. I have lived thousands of years, and will live thousands more.
Soon you will face the final oblivion.
You cannot hide from us. Giddy up, play nice. Hey, owl. That tickles. Thingy. Hi. Fervus! 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 Gonna get ya! Bark, bark, bark!
Problem? I'm on my way. My service ends. Where does duty call me? Ha! 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 This item looks useful. Call in the reinforcements. My prowess is unmatched. Prepare to die. A foul beast approaches. I'm ready for any trouble. Now I'm ready for anything.
Abdurazak. Aha! My services are required. I'm melting! He who laughs first is, worth two in the bush. This is interesting. I'm done for. My power grows. By Fandel's beard. Oh, what's that sound? Where did I put my spell book? Practice makes perfect.